Hey there, future scholars. Did you know that not applying for a social security number as soon as you land in the US could leave you without a roof over your head? Yeah, that's right. This 9-digit number is more than just a formality, it's a lifeline. Without it, you cannot open a bank account, secure housing, or even buy a cell phone. That's why securing your social security number is mandatory once you have secured employment or have a valid job offer. So folks, if you are someone who is traveling to the US to study and is anxious about the meaning, application process, documents required, benefits and alternatives of the social security number, then this is the video for you. Plus, stick around until the end because we also delve into potential fraud cases associated with SSNs and how you can safeguard yourself against them. Hello students, I am Jainesh Sinha, one of the founding members at Gyanthan. Having navigated life in the US for over 3.5 years, I have first-hand experience of how crucial an SSN is. It's not just for work, it's your unique identity card for everything from renting your first apartment to opening the savings account. Starting with the history and the meaning of Social Security number. The Social Security Act was signed into a law in 1935. And the first SSNs were issued in 1936. The Social Security number was initially meant to track individuals for social security programs. Fast forward to today, it has become a universal identifier for various purposes. The Social Security number or SSN is a 9-digit number issued to US citizens, permanent residents, and temporary working residents. Now you might be wondering, do I, an international student, need an SSN? Well, if you plan to live and work in the US, the answer is a loud yes. Next, international students who have secured F1 visas, the visa that allows international students to work in the US and have an employment or work offer letter in hand, must apply for the SSN. Before moving forward to the application process, let's take a look at the types of social security cards issued by the SSA. First, we have the unrestricted social security cards. These are issued to US citizens and permanent residents. Holders of these cards are at liberty to engage in employment anywhere in the United States without restriction. Then, there are restricted social security cards. These cards are designated for individuals who are in the US temporarily and have been authorized to work on temporary work visas. Lastly, the non-work social security cards are worth noting. Distinguished by the phrase not valid for employment, these cards are issued to individuals who require a social security number for purposes other than employment. Further, let's understand how to apply for an SSN card. First, locate and contact the nearest Social Security Administration office to schedule an appointment. Next, fill out the Social Security card application form known as Form SS5, available online or at any Social Security office. Then, gather all essential documents. You will need your passport, SS5 application form, F1 visa, offer letter from the university, and I-94 showing entry to the United States. Moving on, visit the Social Security office. Yes, you need to go in person and the officer will conduct an interview where they will verify your details based on your I-94. Pro tip, remember each Social Security Administration office may have different peak times. Try visiting office during off-peak hours, typically mid-morning or mid-afternoon, to avoid long waits. Think of this interview as a formal conversation. The officer is there to verify your identity, understand your immigration status, and confirm that you're all set to study or work in the US. You might be wondering, what exactly will they ask? Well, here are some questions based on common experiences. They'll start with basics. Your name, when and where you were born. Further, be prepared to discuss your visa type, your course of study, and your university. The officer might ask how long you plan to stay in the US and whether you have received authorization from the Department of Homeland Security to work. You may be asked about your major, your academic progress, and any on-campus employment or practical training you intend to pursue. It's crucial to be clear and consistent about your study and work plans. Remember, the goal of this interview is to confirm your eligibility for an SSN. Being well prepared, honest, and clear in your responses will aid in a smooth interview process. And of course, if there are any challenges in your study or work status after you receive your SSN, it's important to report these changes in accordance with the regulations. Once you have appeared for the interview and your documents are verified, you will receive your SSN card via mail within 7 to 10 days. Once you have your SSN, protect it fiercely. It's more than a number. It's your identity in the US. Store your SSN card securely and share only when needed. And regularly monitor your financial statements to prevent unauthorized usage. While the process is usually smooth, there are some common hurdles that you might face. Let's talk about how to leap over them. Number 1. Delays in processing. The SSA might take a few weeks to process your application and mail your SSN card. So apply as soon as you can. Number 2. Documentation issues. Ensure all your documents are accurate and up to date. Any discrepancies can lead to delays of days. Number 3. Employment concerns. Your employer must verify your SSN once received. Keep them in the loop throughout the process. If you are an international student in the US and haven't secured a job yet, you might be wondering how to manage day-to-day activities without an SSN. While an SSN is crucial for various purposes, there are alternative ways to manage your affairs temporarily without one. Firstly, let's talk about university requirements. Most universities understand that international students may not have an SSN immediately. For university registrations, you will often use your student ID number instead of an SSN. If you are asked for an SSN on any university form, it's best to talk to the international students office. They can provide guidance and support, ensuring that you can enroll in classes, access university services, and participate in campus activities without an SSN. When it comes to banking, a few banks offer accounts to international students without requiring an SSN. You will need to provide your passport, student visa, I-20 form, and proof of address in the US. For renting an apartment, communication with potential landlords is key. Explain your status as an international student and provide alternative forms of identification and proof of financial stability, such as your letter from university, bank statements, or a letter of employment if you have a job on campus. Lastly, while you might not be able to get a traditional cell phone contract without an SSN, prepaid cell phones or pay-as-you-go plans can be a good temporary solution. These options don't typically require an SSN, allowing you to have a cell phone while you're still getting settled. Now that we have covered the how-tos of obtaining a social security number, let's understand why it's a game changer and what benefits tag along with an SSN card. Firstly, it enables you to legally receive income from a job, meaning you are now a part of the US workforce. It also allows you to file an income tax return. Secondly, looking to hit the road? Well, your SSN is your ticket to applying for a driver's license or a state ID in many states. Thirdly, financial independence is key and your SSN opens the doors to it. It allows you to open financial accounts like credit cards and bank accounts. This is essential for managing your finances, building credit, and ensuring you have the financial tools needed. Lastly, when you are renting an apartment, your SSN is often required to conduct a background check. It's part of ensuring you are the right fit for the property and secure for everyone involved. And now, a crucial part we must address. Unfortunately, your SSN can become a target for identity thieves. Scammers might use your SSN to impersonate you, open bank accounts, or apply for credit in your name, leading to debt accumulation and damaged credit scores. Not only this, but fraudsters may use your SSN to falsely file tax returns in your name and steal your refunds. Remember that your SSN can be used by others to gain employment, which could land you into trouble with the IRS for income you may never earn. The Federal Trade Commission or FTC is an excellent resource if you suspect identity theft or just want to learn more about protecting your SSN. The FTC offers information on how to report identity theft and steps that you can take to fortify the security of your personal information. However, to protect your SSN, you can follow 3 simple steps. Number 1. Share with care and only provide your SSN when necessary. Number 2. Shred documents and any papers containing your SSN before throwing them away. Number 3. Keep an eye on your credit reports and financial statements for any unauthorized activities. There are many good sources for this, such as Credit Karma. And that, my friends, is a wrap for this video. I hope this video was useful and sheds light on the importance of an SSN card for international students. Remember, Gyanthan is here to support you every step of your abroad education journey. From finances to visa counseling to accommodation, we are always a call away. Wondering how to start? Click on the link mentioned in the description and our team will take it forward from there. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insightful videos. Drop a comment below with any challenges you've faced while getting your SSN. Share your story in the comments to help fellow students navigate this process.